Live from the Cactus Creek at Ibri, he is the king of prime time, Ghana's undisputed entertainment laureate, and still the youngest old man in Ghana. Put your hands together, show some love for the indefatigable KSM.
The KSM Show.
Yeah. I'm very, very excited today, you know. Maybe some of you don't know, or should I say most of you don't know. But I'm sure you've heard about engineering, you've heard about medical things, architecture, everything. You know what impresses me the most? Imagineering. The ability to imagine. I'm talking about innovation. Imagineering is something I'm falling in love with all my life. I don't know because of Brisa. Today, my guest is one guy you call a fantastic Imagineer. Things that don't exist or imagine to make them exist. I know you probably won't know when I say I'm going to talk to Kwadwo Amwafu. But when I say Kwadwo Sheldon, you all know. Put your hands together, show it up for Kwadwo Sheldon. Hey. How you doing, man?
I'm good.
Fantastic.
And it's a privilege to be here.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Please, can I sit?
Please.
Okay.
And we're going to take a commercial break.
Okay.
When we come back.
Okay.
Imagineer is in the house. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
Is it the luxurious rooms? Or the serene green surroundings? Is it the tempting swimming pool? Or the classy conference room? Or the cute gift shop? Maybe it's our chef's array of cooking delights. Whichever way, it's all about Cactus Creek. A most respected hotel. 055 039 5007.
The KSM Show.
Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you. Kwadwo, welcome to the show one more time, man.
Thank you, sir.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
Wow.
You are strong. You look healthy.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, thank you.
look healthy.
I try to stay strong. You know, I
Yeah.
have all these young men surrounding me.
Hopefully, I end up like this. Very healthy, strong.
Yeah.
You know, look, because
You go past this.
the things we dey eat in the
Wetin dey eat?
a lot of things, a lot of junk food in the system. Right, yeah. The way, I mean, when we were kids that we used to watch you, you look like the same KSM.
Really?
That we followed your journey, your content journey, everything. And you see, you have biceps and everything.
Yeah.
I'll try. I'll go to the gym.
Let's go to the gym.
Yes, I have to work out. I have to look healthy like this in my old age. Yeah.
You'll do it, man.
Amen.
Amen. I'm your role model.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Yeah?
It has to happen.
Anyway, Kwadwo, welcome to the show officially.
Thank you, sir.
Where Kwadwo Amwafu? Where's the Sheldon from?
Kwadwo Amwafu.
Amwafu, okay.
Okay, so the Sheldon comes from the Big Bang Theory. And if for those who are into American sitcoms, there is a show like that, a sitcom, and there is a character in there, Sheldon Cooper. So after years of watching him, I think, you know, I imbibed some of, you know, his character.
Oh, really?
Like that. So I decided to, you know, go by that name, but my real name is Bernard. But Sheldon is a fascinating character. So,
okay.
And I feel like there are some specific aspects.
Put your hands together for Sheldon, man.
Specific aspect of him that I exhibit. So that's how I came up with the name.
Okay. Kwadwo, what I like about you is I'm always fascinated with content developers.
Yeah.
You know, the other name I have for them is Imagineers.
Imagineers, okay.
To create things, something you create by yourself, and it catches on with people like fire.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing Imagineering.
Yeah.
So that's what I call you, an Imagineer.
Okay, I never heard of that.
You
one
never
before.
heard of that
So
one?
today I learned something today. You see?
Yes. So from now on, let everybody know that he's an Imagineer.
Yes.
And you went to Ho Polytechnic?
Yes.
And you studied marketing.
Marketing, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, marketing needs a lot of Imagineering
Yes.
and everything.
Yeah.
But this foray into not foray, actually diving into online stuff. How did that happen?
So I always tell people that I just took the opportunity that was presented to me, because I never dreamt I would end up standing in front of a camera talking to millions of people, right? I've always been the shy type. But way back in school, there are group presentations, right? When it's time for my group to go and present in front of the class, you will not find me, because I'm a very shy person. So I was always sitting at the back of the class. But then I just had to take the opportunity given to me at some point when I finished my service, and I was at OMG Voice. So it just came up that they needed someone to host a show, which is the Yawa of the Day show that they have, come up with. And everyone at the office, they were giving excuses. People didn't want to be in front of the camera. I was like, I have nothing to lose. Let me just take it upon myself and do this thing. And it worked, and today I'm here. So it's just that one, yes, I'm going to do it. That thing that I said to my boss.
I'm interested in how that one yes came about. Because you are the shy type. You're always back office, not the front office type.
Yeah.
What urged you? What pushed you that I have to try this?
I think the social media management at some point was boring to me, because I had studied the dynamics of everything. I could distribute content and I could create memes. I was a very wild person. I would pick up a picture, give it a funny caption, and it would go viral. So the traces of creation, the creation of content was in me. So I think when everyone was like, I'm not going to do it, I was like, okay, let me try. Because, we are just having fun. We are content creators. We are a media platform. So so I put me there, let me do it. People started laughing, but then the first video actually was funny. I was looking lanky with the big head and everything. And the video went out. People had their opinions about the video, but still, the next day we gave it to them. The next day we gave it to them, and it became part of the pop culture trend. Yeah, so they accepted me. They accepted the big head, the wild thing.
Lanky big head.
Yes, everything. They accepted it, and people started following my content journey. Yeah.
And what was this something that had been created already, or something that you had to think of to add value to before you put it out there?
So the idea of Yawa of the Day came from Donkey of the Day, and it's a show on the Breakfast Club hosted by Charlemagne the God. So we wanted to replicate what he does on his show, but this time around it's going to be geographically specific to our audience needs.
Okay.
So they brought up the name. Then they needed people to come up with ideas on how we are going to present the whole thing, because Charlemagne's one is like for a minute you just mention something, oh, this one has done it, this one. So we had to develop it into like a 10-minute long show where I sit and I talk about trending topics. So it was between myself and my boss Kwadwo. So the next day, the first show, we had to sit, get the topic that we are going to discuss, talk about how we want the delivery, how we want to put in memes and support it with graphics and everything. So that is how the whole thing started. The idea was there, but we have to build on it to make it more engaging and entertaining to the audience, because it was new to the our platform.
And you localized it and made it applicable to our current situation.
So I had to just localize it for our local content consumers, so that they would understand what we are trying to communicate. And it worked. It worked. We had a lot of backlashes and whatnot, but then at the end of the day, the consistency and the effort that we put in, it became one of their most watched shows on the platform. It was very huge.
Therein lies the power of Imagineering.
Yeah.
To imagine how you can adapt the same thing and put it in our context for people to relate to. And they did.
Yeah, and they did, and it became one of the biggest shows on the platform. So yeah, that's how the Yawa of the Day, my content journey started. Yes.
You haven't been involved. What one or two particular ones that you really, to date, you can talk about
The
impact?
the- Okay, so Yawa of the Day, so with the data available to every platform, people come on social media for entertainment. That is the basic underlying factor. So we had to make the conscious effort to entertain people with our content. Even if the content is boring, the news item is boring, the article is boring, the story is boring. I had to be in a position where someone will close from work, come and click on a thumbnail on our platform, on a video on our platform, and would laugh whatever stress that the person goes through. And I've encountered a lot of people that, your content did this to me. I watch your content to release stress. You are entertaining. You are always, putting laughter on my face. That is like the basic underlying factor of most of the content that I used to create on the OMG platform. I want to entertain people. I want people to laugh. I don't know if I have to, show you my head for you to laugh. I will do it.
Whatever it takes.
I just have to make people laugh, and it's just when you get to meet people in like the real world and they are telling you how your content has impacted them, then you go like, oh, okay, I'm doing something, cool. And there are the other side of people coming for you and so it's all good.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I was advising some young guys.
Yes.
They wanted to get into content, they wanted to create, they wanted to make it captivating.
Yeah.
And I told them, I said, there is nothing like a dull topic. There can only be dull presenters.
Yes.
It's
true.
So true. And if the presenter is exciting, they can pick an angle to make a dull topic a very...
No matter, you can talk about this thing and make it entertaining. It doesn't... Content is actually fun when you are involved. You understand like the rudiment of actually finding the value proposition of hitting the punchline. It's amazing. And I don't know whoever brought up the idea of content creation in the internet, but the person saved me from the claws or the jaws of unemployment.
I like that. They saved from the jaws of unemployment.
He saved me. Yeah.
So talking about Yawa of the Day.
Yes.
I want you to walk us through maybe a topic that was not exactly thrilling, but how you guys took it and then you converted it into something that people close from home and they run to go and see.
Okay, I think there was one guy on Twitter, I don't want to mention him, who had an issue with a guy, and the guy wanted to, the guy actually sued him. And so the content is the guy who is, loud on Twitter and always moving to people, is being sued. So that is the content. Now, normally we just go and sit and talk about it. But then I am friends with Manifest, one of the finest rappers we have here. And I think I shot a content for him where he gave me the lawyers, their rope and this thing. So I had to act as the person's lawyer, where I put myself in a position where I had to be like, okay, I'm representing this guy. And at some point we were word playing on how I have won cases like pillowcase, or phone case, all the other cases. So this case is nothing for me. And it was fun. It was like content creation from the grounds. We could have sat there and just talk about the fact that, oh, this guy has been sued. But we created fun out of the whole situation. Not to say, so we trivialize it, but the fact that there was an element of entertainment and people, that's what, like one of our most viewed content on the platform.
Wow.
People just love the fact that we had fun communicating that piece of message to them. Yeah.
And that to me is a stroke of genius, you know, because you look at the thing and it's dry and boring, then you find things to bring. I like how you turn this whole thing into a lawyer defending the guy.
I was defending him to Your Honor, this, court rise. We were basically acting, like doing everything. And it was fun. Like sometimes you sit back and you look at some of the things that you have created. Oh, I did this, I said it. It's cool. And we don't script our content, so it comes out organic. It's just like, we are calculated with our utterances and everything, but we know what to say to trigger you to laugh or to trigger your emotion. And that is like our superpower on our platform.
Fantastic. And you had mentioned that some of them must have gotten into some kind of trouble.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that you talked about that people, they didn't think it was funny, or they think you went too far? What was the some examples?
Mostly I've had issues with artists, right? I have a show on my platform where I break down lyrics of songs. There are some times that, in my wild opinion, I go like, this bar from this artist, I don't like it. I am a bit opinionated because I can't tell you, I can't just embellish things to you. So I'll say, okay, I don't like this bar, but it doesn't mean people shouldn't go and, stream the song. But then there are instances where I have shared my opinion about artists, their work and their fan base. They have to come into my comment section to drag me to the point that even the artists themselves, some of them, they get involved. Threats flying left, right, center, all because I have an opinion. And that is the part of the job that I feel like people don't understand. It's not like I am trying to, throw dirt on your work. I'm just having an opinion. In the course of even having that opinion about your body of work, I am encouraging people and shedding light on it. So if you understand from my perspective, I would have the opinion, but at the end of the day, there are other people that would find that bar interesting, and they will go there. But people have always misinterpreted the whole thing, make it about themselves, and sometimes I have been into back and forth exchanges with people, but I'm glad I have not been in a position where people had to slap me or do anything. I've not been beaten before, maybe it's coming subsequently, but yes, there are like that.
But you have had cases where you could have led to that?
Oh yeah, they even reported me to the police. One artist woke up and reported me to the IGP that I am having an opinion about his work and he doesn't like it, so I should stop. So
really?
I had to stop. So right now, me and the artist, we are not, but then we are good, we're good. I still love him, he's one of the biggest.
I saw a tweet that you say you love him.
I love him to death, and you can't hate him. You can't hate Shatta. Let me mention his name. He's that guy. So I'll always, but sometimes I feel like he just doesn't get people's point of view. He feels like his opinion is superior to others, and I feel like he should find a balance. He will be fine. We'll be fine. It's not a war. We're all helping each other. Yeah, it's an ecosystem. So.
Yeah, Shatta is a great guy.
He's a great guy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
I met him once at some filling station.
Yeah.
He came out of his car, came to kneel down.
You see,
my father, bless me, bless me. I'm saying, hey, shut up, honey.
Shut up, you see. Yeah.
So he's a cool dude.
He's a cool dude, but sometimes.
So what did you trigger in him that got him so mad?
I think he feels like maybe like I'm too young to have an opinion. I don't have the
haven't earned the right.
Yes, I haven't earned the right to criticize his work. But it doesn't work like that. I put out body of work and people subject it to scrutiny and ridicule. It's fine. That is art. That is what we do. We are creatives. So sometimes I know he will be fine. We will be fine. I feel like at this point I'm in a certain stage in my career where I feel like let's just do this thing, achieve what we want to achieve, and just go to our houses. There's no need fighting or
Put your hands together, man.
We don't
that's it. Yeah.
So that's why I tweeted that there's no point. We just have to move ahead and.
You tweeted that you love him.
Yeah.
I'm sure he read it, and I'm sure.
Oh, he used to watch my video and post it on his Snap. We used to be best friends and things. I don't know why he's acting all.
Yeah, but what did you go and say? We got him so upset.
I think he moved to Samini, right? And he moved to Samini, and later on he came back, basically making the whole thing look like he's not said anything about Samini. And I just took a video. I think I went to his YouTube and I got like, a video of him actually, then he was moving to Samini, those things. And I posted it, said, there's no consistency. It's like today you are this, tomorrow you are that. That was it. That was when the police issue came in. He said I shouldn't react to his songs, and his fans actually believe that he has been feeding me with content, I've been feeding off his craft. A whole lot of conspiracy theories and things, but yeah, it's all good. He's helped me actually. He's helped my platform grow. And, we talk about him. He's always in the news. So at some point, he has contributed numbers. And when I was on BBC, I acknowledge him. He is always going to be that guy. But he just has to understand some situations and the dynamics of how new media works, and we'll be fine. I don't think he's a bad person.
Would you be surprised if I tell you that Shatta is right here today?
First of all, I would have to. I didn't bring bodyguard because yes, I would have to sit back and let it sink in. Then I'll just okay, Shatta, you can. Now because I don't know what he's going to do when he meets me, because he said he wants to meet me.
Oh, he's a cool dude. Shatta, you're cool.
He's so cool.
Show some love to Shatta, man.
He's that guy.
Yeah.
Shatta is always that guy.
Yeah. And in this line of work, you are likely to encounter people who misunderstand what you are trying to point out.
Yeah.
Apart from Shatta, anybody else you have angered who was not very happy with whatever you presented?
Oh, I think those ones is just social media. Maybe like Twitter, I shared my opinion and someone didn't like it, then we do the back and forth and we move. I don't think I don't know. I can't. The Shatta one is always the one that people are referencing. Like that is the only one. I don't think I have any issue. I'm cool with almost all the artists. I've interviewed almost all of them. So yeah, we are. I don't know if there is one person that I don't know. Apart from Shatta, I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah.
Coach Josh Sheldon.
Yes, boss.
How does it feel to be known as an influencer? You're a young guy, practically young man now. Yeah. Say you have the power to influence people.
It comes with responsibility, right? I've never seen myself being in a space where I was in Kumasi the last time I walked into a mall and a little girl of about 5 walked to me and said, "Oh, when she grows up, she wants to be like me." And I was confused because I'm messed up. I'm messed up. So coming from that little girl, that is when I had to sit back and think about the whole thing that we've built, how we've been able to reach a lot of people, how people see our content, how we influence thought, we influence decision, even to the point of influencing people's purchasing power. It comes with responsibility. Those, when I was on the come up, there were wild things that I could say on my platform that right now I can't say it. I have to be politically correct. I have to be calculated and measured with my utterances. I have to be an influencer or a role model to people, and it is very, very, very hard being yourself and being in this situation. So I find a balance, and I mean, I have other shows where I go to the universities to talk to the, the student. Most of them, they consume my content, so I just go around, talk to them, let them understand that the part that we've charted for ourselves and what they can also do in the space that they operate. So it's just about then. It's sometimes difficult, being in a situation whereby someone, you can't even say some things, you can't have an opinion, you can't have a whole lot of stress. But I see it like an occupational hazard, right? It comes with the work. You can't do anything about it, so you just have to adapt and move on.
You said something very, very interesting. You said you have messed up. I don't know what you meant by you have messed up, but let's hold it right here. We're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, we're going to start from why Kwadwo Sheldon said he has messed up. Stick around. We'll be right back.
The KSM Show.
Is it the luxurious rooms? Or the serene green surroundings? Is it the tempting swimming pool? Or the classy conference room? Or the cute gift shop? Maybe it's our chef's array of cooking delights. Whichever way, it's all about Cactus Creek, a most respected hotel. 055 039 5007.
Hi, my name is Angela Metal, a massage therapist at Cactus Creek. My job is simply to pamper you with the 3 R's, to relax you, to revitalize you, and to rejuvenate you. Come and let me pamper you.
We are offering a 10% discount off on all products and services, including spa, to all women during the month of March.
055 039 5007.
most of you are loving my jacket. Mr. Sao, I am if rough. The jacket is provided by KSM Essentials. So if you want some, this is the number to call.
0247 661983.
So call KSM and get yourself a pretty decent jacket.
The KSM Show.
We're back on the KSM Show, and today I have Imagineer Extraordinary, my main man, Kwadwo Sheldon. Kwadwo, before we took the commercial break, we were making a statement. This small girl says when she grows up, she wants to be like you. That threw you off a bit because you say you have messed up.
Yeah.
What have you messed up?
There are a lot of things that I did on the come up that I don't feel proud of, right? There were, I think, in the line of, or in the course of becoming Kwadwo Sheldon, I think from the beginning I was wild, I was opinionated. I didn't consider people's feelings. So I was saying hurtful things to people, right? I was engaged in scuffles with people that was needless. And when I actually, when I entered the limelight and people started subjecting me to that treatment, then I felt like, okay, so this is what the people at the receiving end they were getting. Through. So I was like, bro, this is not it. So I had to hone the craft to the point that, see, people have feelings. People are going through a lot of things. You can't just be the guy. I know you can be yourself and still be respectful with your opinion. We do a lot of things that would, you know.
Can you give me a typical example of something you said then?
I think an artist, well, is it Luzica? I don't think she remembers. But I made a joke about her. She used, I mean, when she was rapping at some point, then I think she got married. She got married, right? And I said, I think people were making jokes about it on Twitter. And I said, say, someone married her and she has been turned from a boss chick to a housewife, which was childish, right? And to me, that is one thing that is resonating and resounding. Or like, that was needless, because if she had married as a rapper, I was in a position to respect her as someone who was in that position. And she's not the only one. I think I have been in situations with people on the lighter note where I felt like my opinion was wild or I was very harsh. And I'm not proud of it. There was a time too that I think the president said free water something. And as a grown ass man, I sat in a basin under a tap and opened the tap on me that there was free water.
So that is free.
Yes, and you see, I'd forgotten that I was a point of influence to a lot of people. The video went viral. National security almost came in, because people didn't understand why Kwadwo Sheldon would do that to encourage people to waste water. Till today, people reference that line that when I try to criticize, let's say, something in society, you don't have the moral grounds to do that because you were doing this thing.
So it always comes back to haunt you.
Exactly. So I always tell people, whatever you do is imprinted in the annals of the internet to come back to you. So these are some of the things that, and a whole lot of things, and I regret some of them, and I have tried to unlearn some of them on the come up, and that is why I'm here, and that's why I have this huge number of people following me. So yeah, if I've ever offended you in my line of work, I will use this platform to apologize. We are learning, we are growing in this space, and I right now have people that are you know, learning from me. I can't just be the wayward Kwadwo Sheldon. So that is the path that we are on. But apologies to everyone. It comes with the work, sometimes deliberate, sometimes just people just being abnormal.
You know what I like about what you just did?
Yeah.
It just shows that you are evolving.
Yeah.
You know, as you evolve, you start re-examining yourself
Yeah.
and putting yourself in the other person's shoes and start rethinking.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm glad to see that
Yeah.
you are evolving.
Yeah.
And you now, there are certain things that you used to do that you won't do again.
I can.
Yeah.
I have like a team of content creators who look up to me, and there are things I always sit them down and tell. I was doing a whole lot of things. You don't have to be on that path. You have me to. You have to learn from me. You have me as a point of inspiration or reference to learn from you, so that you don't sway to that side, because that side is dark. That side would put a lot of, you don't want to be building your brand and people will be referencing some of these things. So just learn from my mistake and perfect and hone your craft to the satisfaction of the audience, and we'll be fine. I've been there, I've regretted it, and I'm unlearning it. You don't have to be there.
Show some love, man. Show some love. You know, there's so many things that we do that we have to, and I like the word you use there, unlearn.
Yeah.
You know, because at some point you think that this is the thing, and then later on you realize that no, this doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Having said all that you have said, there's still many writers, many bloggers, many content creators who believe that the power to thrive over people's pain is still the way to go.
Yeah.
If you want the eyeballs, you know, what's your advice to people who couldn't give a hoot because they want the eyeballs?
I'm in the space, so I mean, I talk about people for a living. Let me put it that way. Now, when you have conversation with content creators and bloggers, they go like, first of all, we create content people want, and at the end of the day, we monetize their attention. Now, we have created that kind of content, we have put it in the news feed, the algorithm has picked it up, and that is what, when you open your news feed, you see. So it's like we have contributed in people getting used to that kind of content. So we are part of the problem. I always say that if you put out, like, a positive story, maybe you go to a village, you profile the place, like their food, everything, people will watch. Even if the numbers are not that much, it's still people watching, you understand? But we live in a space where people gravitate towards negativity. Like, we want the sensationalism, you understand? So as content creators, we have to do better by, purifying the system, by giving people alternatives. Recently, Kobiche was doing the traffic stuff where, the zebra crossing stuff where he would go to communities and talk to them about zebra crossing, to the drivers and a whole lot of things. I've seen bloggers, creating purpose-driven kind of content. For our platform, it's not only Hour of the Day, we have the sports content, we have the food content where our hosts travel across the country to profile. So we are trying to introduce different kind of content. It's going to take a very long time for people to get used to some of these things, because for a very long time, this is what was presented to us in the news. I was part of that, and I became a product of that, and I am basically impacting that, which is something that we have to unlearn. And at the end of the day, even if something is trending, you can find ways and means to make it not to, hit on the person when the person is down, right? I feel like we can do better as content creators, as bloggers, because at the end of the day, we are thought leaders. We are the ones spearheading conversation. We wake up and we put news in the news feed and people are discussing it. You understand? We can be agenda-driven, purposeful agenda-driven platform where people can actually come and have meaningful conversation, because where the world is heading towards right now, that be how we live in this. So I think the onus they lie on us say we go do better. We have to always strive to do better, because at the end of the day, no one is perfect, and I can't dictate to anyone on what he should put on their platform. But at the end of the day, I think when we make the calculated and conscious effort to be better and create better content in the news feed for people to consume, we will have not a perfect society, but a more balanced society, because the sensationalism is too much, and we are part of the problem.
What have you seen put out there that even for a person like you think, no, this is too sensational, maybe we shouldn't have gone this way? Anything that...
I think the water thing. The water thing, I regret. My content, because of the entertainment, I always use entertainment to water everything down. So, however, like BNI could arrest someone and we can make jokes out of it. Like, we just want to have fun. But that water thing, Nah. Because it got to the point where ministers were shading me left, right, center. Like, they just didn't understand how Kwadwo Sheldon of all people could do that. And as I said, till today, and that is something that if I had to turn back the hands of time to I will go and erase it from the system. But the harm has already been done, so we just unlearn from it and move on. Yeah.
And hopefully those who are listening to you now.
Yes, you don't do that. It's not advisable. Water is expensive. Water bill is expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. And later on you had mentioned that you were going, you know, so you do tours, universities, you do speeches. What kind of things, what kind of audiences are you drawing, and what do you tell them?
I just go out there to tell them that it is possible, because I came from you see, the educational system, for the marketing that I studied, right, they churn out a lot of marketing students each and every academic year, the end of academic year. So we can sit there and make excuses, thousands of it. But you see, I had to create and chart a path for myself by utilizing the resources, by taking opportunities. Like, when opportunities were, like, I just had to take the opportunities and create something for myself. So I go out there, let them know about new media. A lot of them, they follow me. They are, you know, micro influencers. They are building platforms on Twitter, all the other platforms. So I try to let them understand the rudiments of the game. Some of the things that, as someone who is into content creation on the come up, these are some of the things that you can learn. These are some of the things, the resources, the materials that you, so I just go out there and talk to them. And sometimes I just go there for entertainment purposes, where, you know, sometimes I try to be a comedian by just going out there to, yeah. So that is just that. And the target audience is just the Gen Zs and the millennials. And some of them, they see me and it's like, they see you and it's like you've been part of their life, that you are in their home. And it's
How does that make you feel, though, to notice that you have that kind of influence?
Sometimes my head is one meeting. But I feel sometimes it's fulfilling, right? Because from where we come from, I never dreamt I would be in a position where.
Where have you come from?
From Kopipiase.
Kopipiase?
Yes.
Yes,
me through Ko. Me nana ni Ajubi.
Wow.
Yes. My formative year was in Kopipiase. So from that background, you wouldn't dream about even sitting in the same like environment with KSM, right? Never dreamt I would be in this situation, but today I am here because you find something that I'm doing amazing and you brought me here. So I look at where I come from, and, you know, I sometimes thank God for bringing me to this level and what He's going to do with my life. So, yeah. We will keep striving and doing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about yourself, your parents.
Yeah, so I think my dad died when I was 5. So I didn't get to see him much. But my mom is a trader. I was born and raised in Pepiase. I had my kindergarten, primary, junior high school education in Pepiase.
And your mom is around?
Yeah, my mom lives in Dowenya, so yes, yes, I had to, yeah, so that's where she lives. So I had my formative years, all my formative years in, you know, in Pepiase. Then my grandma came to, after my junior high school education, my grandma came to, you know, pick me from where I was then. I came to Ho. My grandma is a nurse, or used to be a nurse. She's retired. So I spent about 10 years in Ho, senior high school, Polytechnic. I lived there for some time. Then I decided to figure life out myself. So yes, this has been like my life trajectory.
What are your siblings? Your brothers and sisters?
I have a brother. Yes, I have a brother. I'm the eldest.
You're the eldest.
I have a younger brother back home. He completed tech, and he's doing his service right now. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And I'm very, very sure he's proud of his senior brother.
Oh, he's not proud.
He's not proud?
He was in tech for 4 years. Nobody knew he was Kwadwo Sheldon. He's always reserved and in his corner. He doesn't really care. He doesn't care about you and your people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very important question that the ladies are always asking me right now, okay? So besides, so is he dating? What's your dating life like?
Oh, I'm on the path to getting married.
Oh, you're going beyond the dating.
Yeah.
Oh, show some love, man.
Yeah, I have a partner. So yeah. I mean, we're moving towards or working towards getting married. So that's
fantastic.
Where I am
fantastic.
Right now, yeah.
How long have you been together?
Oh, I think 2 years plus. Yeah, but yeah, she's not in the country though. She lives in the US. So.
Okay.
Oh, see, and on Instagram, one on the quiet high bina at too far so yeah. Yeah, you know, we had to be consistent and persistent, and it happened.
It happened. Show some love, man. You have to be consistent and persistent.
Yes, we had to put in the work to get there, cause yeah. So that right now we're good, but maybe I get into the ending of the year, we'll just finish everything.
So she's based in the.
Yeah, she's based in the U.S.
U.S.
Yes, and I'm here.
And you have dreams or hopes of moving there, or she's moving back?
Oh, boss, I know the answer.
Never.
When they made me move, they mean to me course. I have everything here, but you know, we work things out when we get there. But she's cool. I mean, she has her job over there, and I have mine. So we'll find the balance and make it work. Yeah.
Was she following some of your trendy things? That's where she started falling in love with this.
Yeah, she actually said my content, you know, saved her when she was depressed. I said, she used to watch my content when she was down and a whole lot of stories. So
your content lifted her up.
The content actually served as a catalyst. Okay. When I went into the DM, I'd always been introduced on set, so she knew my Sheldon character. So it was an expedite process.
Put your hands together, man. Coach Sheldon.
Yes.
So now you have this whole content creation industry going on, and you're the lead, or you have several leads.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of the Sheldon product? What do you call it?
Sheldon Studios.
Sheldon Studios.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we have a studios in Pantai. So.
Okay.
Yes. So I'm like the creative lead of what we have built. I see to everything content on my platform. But apart from that, I have a team. We are about 20 in number. So everyone has their role, you know, to play to make sure that this is successful. So, and I just didn't want to be that one-man creator. I needed different perspectives. I needed to put people on. You need creative people around you. And if you are looking at scaling this thing and looking at it like from a career perspective, you have to involve people. You need to it's bigger than just pressing upload. So that is the space that we find ourselves. And we've been doing amazing. We've been working with some of the big brands in the country, outside the country too.
What are some of the brands that you...
Oh, recently Samsung, Tap Send, MTN, Rexona, we were in Cote d'Ivoire for the AFCON, Kia, Middle East, we went to the Qatar World Cup. Wow. And it's actually crazy, like you receive emails from some of these multinational companies wanting to work with you, and you open it, hey, me too, I've reached like that. It's crazy. We have a whole lot of brands that we are working with, developing content for some people, creating content for them, helping them build their presence on social media. And it's fun doing this thing. It's just fun. And big ups to everyone that has been supporting.
I want to, you know, like all those people out there, because this is a whole new area, online, this whole online industry. How you said it came to save your life. You know,
it saved me.
Yes,
it saved me.
Looking at the youth now and this major headache of unemployment, what advice can you give to the youth on what they should look out for and take advantage of online that can eventually, it's not easy, but eventually get them somewhere? So
recently I saw an advert in my newsfeed advertising a bachelor degree in content creation. And I was like, yes, we have arrived. When we started, people didn't understand the whole concept of being a skate maker or even just talking in front of a camera. They didn't understand the whole thing. It was like, oh, so we do a video, not their tone. Right now, people are quitting their jobs. We have people who are quitting their jobs to start content creation. I mean, like it's full time for some people. And it's working. It's like the space is saturated, but when you create the niche for yourself and you create value for your audience and the brands, it is something that you can dedicate your life to doing and you'll be proud of. I have never done any work apart from this. Since I left OMG to start this thing, it's always about content creation, content distribution, and this. This is like my full-time job, and it's working. And it's not even for me, for myself alone. For other people, that are on my payroll that I pay. So you look at me as like a point of reference. It's possible. And you see, the job market is structured in a way that if you don't make yourself relevant, you can study the marketing in school, the tier. And well, I visited one technology university in this country, and I asked them whether they are being taught AI in their classroom, and it was like, you know, they don't even know about it. That is where the world is heading towards right now. And you don't have materials, you have not read about it. How the AI itself needs people with that kind of mind to make it efficient, right? So if you don't know about it and you complete school with a Bachelor of Science in Computer Engineering and Science, and you are put in this position, how are you going to be relevant? Then you'll be unemployed, because the requisite knowledge that is needed on the job market, you don't have it. You have a degree, but you don't have that knowledge. Yeah. So I always advise people, utilize the resources available, make the effort to educate, enlighten yourself. Read materials that are not even relevant in your space of study. Because at the end of the day, you might study computer engineering, you end up doing something different. Because of additional knowledge that you made the effort to get from the other sources. So, and the information is out there. Right now, we are in the information age. Whatever you want to learn, you seek, you find. I learned how to edit videos and make thumbnails from YouTube. So when I started, I could create thumbnails, beautiful ones, edit my videos and put it out there. Imagine not being able to edit my videos. Where would I have been by now? So I had to make that effort to, learn that trade, that information. And it was free. So it's not always about going to lecture. See, you have the resources available to you to dream, and it's possible. Just use me as a point of reference or contact.
That is absolutely phenomenal. And especially you students and schools out there, please invite him on. Because the educational system is very limited.
Yes, very limited.
I always say this: the educational system in this country teaches you what to think, not how to think. This Imagineer sitting right beside me, everything I said so far is how to think. How do you take advantage of things and make it better?
Yes.
So, speaking of how to think, what worries you a bit about? You've been through our educational system, poly. What worries you about
the educational system? As you said, the practical aspect, right? We need to put out people in the job market who are doers, who understand the dynamics and everything, you understand? I don't think that is what our educational system is teaching us. But I love the crop of people that, like the Gen Zs and the millennials that we are having right now. They want information. They learn. You see people making the effort to learn things. I have a lot of creative friends who went to KNUS. They studied comm design. What they were taught in the classrooms, they can't apply it anywhere. But today, they have, engineered campaigns for some of the big brands in the country by just, opening their minds and learning outside what they were taught in the classroom. That is the kind of people that we have right now. You have people on Twitter who are building platforms, understanding influencer marketing, what it takes to build a community. That is like the kind of people that we are. And I always see them, I'm happy. Like, people are making money. There was a guy who graduated from Legon. By the time he graduated, he had made enough money to even buy himself a car. Fresh graduate by just being an influencer marketer. Online? Yes, on Twitter. Because he built a community and created relevance and created value for brands. This is the kind of space that we find ourselves. It's not about content creation alone. A lot of things. You can explore different spaces. You don't have to be an unemployment statistic and blame the system. The system is messed up. What can we do? Complain? No. Let us use this, whatever space, even if it's minute, very small, enter that space and make something out of it. And it's possible. It's always possible. I didn't believe, look at what we've been able to create and build. So it's possible, it's practical. Just, furnish your mind with the relevant information and everything is going to be fine. Yeah.
In your life experience and the growth and everything, what will you throw out there as a caution to those who want to take this path? What are the cautions you throw out there that will hit them, but they should proceed and persevere no matter what? What are some of the things that hit you?
I would say the acceptance, right? We wanted people to understand and accept what we were doing, right? But then people didn't, there was nothing like, we are just going to accept what you people have introduced into the system, you understand? So we just had to create that value eventually for them to understand. And that is one thing that I felt like when we were on the come up, you put out a video, you go to the comment section, and people are basically berating you, right? They are making it look like you don't know what you are doing. Sometimes you just say, this thing that I'm doing, does it make sense? Is it going to work? You know, so you have that kind of self-doubt. But at the end of the day, if you actually know the kind of path that you are on and what you want to achieve, you just have to be consistent at, because see, I had to put out about 1,000 pieces of content for people to, you know, accept that Yawa of the Day has become part of pop culture. At some point, if you don't post a video, people will DM you, when are you dropping a video? For the past 3 days, I've not posted on the main channel, and I've seen messages, emails from people.
They're waiting.
Yes. So we have created a need, a demand for that particular kind of content. And it had to, consistency, like every single day, we just put out content, and it became part of people. So the impediments, they are always there. If you want to capitalize on it, that is fine, but I don't advise. Maneuver, figure it out. You see, we are capable of doing a lot of things with this mind. Like, it will shock you. There are a lot of people in our space who are doing amazing. Look at Woody Meyer. He has carved a niche for himself when it comes to travel content. And he's one of the biggest YouTubers in the country. A whole lot of people in the space. We have designers, we have, you know, the music. See, the boundaries have no day. You go if you do whatever you want to. So I don't want people to dwell much on, you know, them impediment and things. It's possible, it's practical, and you can do it. Just go out there and cook. Yeah.
Fantastic. So I like the thing. So they shouldn't think that it's all like cruising all the way through.
No, it's not cruising.
No.
The effort of creating, even if you want to be a content creator, you're supposed to put in the effort. And that effort has to be consistent. And it means you are supposed to sacrifice a lot of time, a lot of resources. It's not easy. You sometimes wake up and your video, they took my channel down. At some point, my channel was taken down by YouTube, and I had to create another channel and start from the scratch.
Why did they take it down?
Someone hacked my account and started streaming some content on there, and it was unusual. So I got it back. But when they took it down, the next day I created a new account, and I had 20,000 subscribers. So when they restored my other channel, I had another channel. So that one became the breakdown channel. So now I have like 2 channels. Imagine taking the channel down and I was crying. The impediments, they're plenty. There are sometimes that your content, you put it out, they get 100 views. It's stressful, but then at the end of the day, it's part of the job. You have to enjoy that. When the numbers are coming in, then you overjoy.
Kwadwo Sheldon.
Yes, boss.
Give him one more time, y'all. No, it's fantastic. It's fantastic how you, when you started off, you know, what we were in some small bedroom in the house. Your initial ones.
I had the bed there, so I would arrange I would put the phone on a small table tripod, then I'll run. You see, I'll sweat because the room is hot. Then I'll just edit it on my Samsung and put it. And people are watching it. For some funny reason, those times the people were watching it. The quality was subpar, but people were watching it. So it's like there was demand for it. So we created more. At some point, then we had to just invest in quality, you know,
and expand.
And
how many workers you have working for you now?
Right now we have 20 people on the team, from editors to creators to marketers to HR and a whole lot of. We have a system now. So right now the job isn't. I can just sleep and they will do it.
No.
Yes, I have creators who can actually do what I do. So I don't have to worry about it.
You know, me, I celebrate. Imagineers.
Yes.
And that's why you're on this platform today, you know.
I am honored
I've tracked down
here.
a few things. I said, it's time to bring this guy in.
Yeah.
Not only to talk to you, but the amount of wealth that you shared with those people watching you, you have no idea.
Thank you.
And so I commend you.
Yes.
All I can say is keep it up.
Yes.
And I'm glad to also see that you are evolving.
Yes.
As a person, as a professional,
Yeah.
you're going through your own evolution,
Yeah.
and you know your do's and don'ts.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, man, you're heading in the right direction, and the best is yet to come.
Thank you.
You see, Kwadwo Sheldon, and you forget to cry.
Thank you.
I've heard him show some love one more time.
Thank you. I have one more thing to say though. KSM as a brand, as a content developer, you raise generations. We grew up watching you. A lot of people my age group, we grew up watching you on Sundays. You have been a thought leader in this content space. Before we even knew we could put camera on, you were creating content. You were doing a whole lot of things for the creative community. And sitting down here with you having this conversation, it's a privilege, it's an honor to be in your presence. And you are a legendary and an inspirational figure to a lot of people. I grew up watching you. I didn't know I was going to end up sitting with you or even end up in front of the camera. Indirectly or directly, you have impacted, and God bless you. I'm glad that you are still in this content business. You, even though the whole dynamics have changed, you are still creating content, and may God bless you. And thank you for everything, the entertainment value that you have created for a lot of people. You close from work and you just have to laugh, eat and laugh. And you made that possible. And I have not met you before. This is my first time seeing you. I don't have the flowers, but I have to go and buy the flowers and come and give it to you because you have paid your dues, and you people created the path that some of us we are on now, and right now it's cool to be a content creator. So God bless you, and yes, that is all I can say.
Wow, and that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Well, I can say thank you,
Yeah.
and I'm looking at you, and like I said, the best is yet to come.
Thank you very much.
Because you have started on this trajectory, and I can only imagine where it's going to end. In your end, crowd, and your crowd starts here.
Thank you.
So well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
Praise the Lord one more time. Congratulations, y'all, folks. And I have to sign off here. I'm extremely elated by hosting this Imagineer, because I know the impact he has made on all of you out there who are listening. So all of you join me as I sign off in the same words as I've been using since he was a small boy, folks.
Yes.
What am I going to say? I am out of. Let the whole world say. Yeah.
The KSM Show.